Hi, fourth grade. Welcome back to our next step. On the screen right here, you can see a bunch of different examples of kind of how our project is going to be, although we're just going to take this as inspiration. We're not going to actually have it be completely the same. So starting out here, like you could be as creative as this person decided to paint like or draw a whole entire like little scene landscape inside of their iris of their eye. So that is something you guys can do. Again, we're trying to make this iris, the circle part of our eye, be that emphasis, that thing that's extra special. um, and we're going to actually leave all the outside just black and white because we want to create contrast of black and white versus color. Here are some more examples which I just showed you before. This person did like a sky. These examples were just kind of colors. Uh, Over here, this is a digital art drawing, but I still thought it was a cool example to show you. They did a wintry scene. This person did the color wheel, which is really creative. This one is a little bit blurry to see, but it's like either two cats or two dogs kind of sitting in the iris. This one was really impressive. They did kind of a cityscape on the bottom part of in the whites of the eye, and then it kind of went into the iris, and they turned that highlight into a moon, which I thought was really cool. But I'm going to show you guys mine, and then you can take mine and this and kind of twist it into your own way. So let's go back to the beginning. Your projects should be looking something like this. And I started with oil pastels, which I know that you guys don't necessarily have oil pastels at your house, but crayons work essentially the same as oil pastels. So that could be an option if you want to do the technique I'm doing, which is using oil pastels and then going back and painting over it. And again, if you don't want to use that or you don't have paint at home, you can just use whatever you have. If you have colored pencils, markers, crayons, you can kind of do what you want. And so I was trying to make mine be realistic with like the little, I don't really know exactly what they're called, but you know, if you look into someone's eye, they kind of have all these little squiggly details in the color, the iris of their eye. So I was doing that, but I was making it a little bit unrealistic because it's brights, like pinks, yellows, white I did, and then I'm gonna be painting over it. So I'm just kind of trying to make mine realistic. Again, you guys can do kind of what you want. If you want to do a color wheel, landscapes, an animal, you guys can do what you want, okay? Um, I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit more until I get my paint in the zone. Okay. Um, so if you are painting it like one solid color like I am, I'm doing mine a blue, like a teal blue turquoise and a dark blue. The darker part of your eye will be kind of the top area of your eye, and then it should kind of slowly fade and blend into really light. That will help it look a little bit more realistic and round. But again, if you don't want to do it like that, obviously you don't have to, but that's just kind of what I'm doing. So I'm filling in dark blue up top and then having it kind of fade into a lighter blue. And I leave it almost kind of white, I'm pretty sure, at the bottom, if I can remember correctly. Um, but again, you guys can be kind of as creative with it as you want, okay? Really important to remember to leave your highlight white, and I'm just using the white of my paper, okay? Um, Something else that you could be doing with your project is if you wanted to draw in an eyebrow, that would be a really cool idea. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that, but after seeing some of the other examples, I think an eyebrow would be really cool depending on how much room you have in your paper. But this is pretty much what it's going to be. Not too complex of a project, meaning like there isn't too many steps to it. It's just kind of drawing it, which is a hard thing in itself, trying to draw it correctly, um, and then kind of designing it and painting it how you want. And this is still showing contrast and emphasis. Contrast because of like the mostly black and white drawing, and then the opposite is this colorful iris. And then it's also showing emphasis because your eye is drawn right, like your personal eye when you're looking at this is drawn right to this colorful iris. in the picture, so that's that like extra special space that pops out at you right away. All right. I cannot wait to see how yours come out. Don't forget, take a picture, add it to the Google Classroom assignment, or email it to me. And yeah, I will chat with you guys next time. Bye.